Long ago, in the time of the ancestors, there was a great flood in the fourth world, and all the beings had to escape to the fifth world, the world we live in now. It was a good world and beautiful, but they soon realized there was a problem. There was no water to drink. There was an enormous crashing ocean, but it was salty. It was undrinkable. And so First Woman stood in front of the gathered clans and she said, "Someone from the Water Clan needs to go back to the fourth world and find us some fresh water. I only need a little bit. From that, with my water song, I can make enough for everyone." Otter and Beaver scurried up, ready for the responsibility. "We'll do it," they said. And so First Woman made a little bottle out of shells and stoppered it with a bit of red coral and wove a strap from the rainbow and put it on Otter and sent them off. They dove into the ocean, and before it would have seemed possible, they were back. Only they looked more like bushes than Otter or Beaver. They said, look, we went down there and we found these amazing water lilies. They're great. We're going to plant them on our new world. It'll be fabulous." "Yes," said the people, "but water, what about the water?" "Oh," said Otter, I've got the bottle here somewhere." And he started throwing water lilies in all directions. "It's right." "Beaver, do you have it?" "It's right in the valley of the water lilies where I took it off when I stopped to gather the lilies." "This is no help at all," said First Woman. "Off you go. I don't want to see you for a long time." "Is there anyone else from the Water Clan who would like to go fetch us some water?" And Frog and Turtle came up. "We'll do it. We're strong swimmers." And so off they dove. And a long time passed. But then two heads poked up and they came to the shoreline, and there they were, and Frog was holding the bottle in his webbed foot. "I have it. I found it. Here's the bottle. We're saved." And so First Woman took the bottle and opened it, and it was empty. "Turtle, Frog, did you bring us back water? Or did you just bring us back the bottle that Otter and Beaver left?" Oh, we were so excited to find the bottle. I guess we totally forgot to put the water in it." "Why don't you two find something else to do for a while," said First Woman as she stoppered up the bottle. "Is there anyone else from the Water Clan who would like to bring us some water?" Well, there was no response for a little while, but then she felt a tug on her dress and looked down. "I'm Snail," said a little girl. "I'm from the Water Clan. I can go and get the water. I know I can." Well, the beings all looked at each other. They knew that Snail was the slowest swimmer of all the Water Clan. Surely such a little thing wouldn't be up to such an enormous task. But nobody else volunteered, and so, somewhat reluctantly, First Woman slung the rainbow strap over Snail's narrow shoulders, and off you go. And so into the ocean Snail dove, and she swam, and she swam, and she swam, past the valley of the water lilies where Beaver and Otter had stopped, on and on till she reached a place where bubbles were coming out of a hole in the bottom of the ocean floor, and down she dove, and down, back to the fourth world, where she unstoppered the bottle and filled it with fresh, sweet water and stoppered it again, made sure it was safe, and up through the hole, up to the ocean floor, up, slowly and more slowly, but never stopping, until finally she got to the shore of their new world. But by this time, all of the beings had gone home, not sure at all whether Snail Girl would even ever be coming back. And so Snail figured that maybe she could just go home and rest for a while and give the water to First Woman in the morning. And so she began her trudge up the hill to her home. But she was so tired that she didn't notice that the rainbow strap had come loose, and the frail shell bottle was dragging on the ground, and as it rubbed on the ground, on the rocks, a hole rubbed in the bottom of the shell, and the water trickled out. So that when Snail Girl got home and she went to put the bottle carefully away, it was empty. She was too exhausted to even cry. She just collapsed there in a heap. But First Woman had had a dream in which Snail returned, and so she rushed down toward the shore. But as she went, she noticed a glisten, a gleam on the ground. And as she looked more carefully, she saw that there on a rock was a drop of water. Fresh water, left behind when the bottle had broken and the water trickled out. Quickly, before it could evaporate, First Woman knelt down and began to sing her water song. And that drop grew to a puddle, and the puddle grew to a trickle, and the trickle grew to a stream, and the stream grew to a great rushing river. And only then did First Woman go to Snail's house and gently waken the exhausted girl, who saw her and burst into tears. I tried so hard, but the bottle broke, the water's all gone. No, it isn't, said First Woman, and she put her big strong arm around Snail Girl's narrow shoulders, and she led her out to where she could see the great river flowing toward the stream, toward the sea, to where she could see the great river rushing and flowing toward the sea. You did it, Snail. You did it. And in honor of your heroism, you and your descendants forever shall wear the shell bottle on your back as a sign of your heroism. And everywhere you travel, wherever you journey, you will leave behind you a trail of moisture, a sign that each of us leaves behind us a trail of our actions, a sign that even the tiniest seed of hope is enough to grow great things.